Hey, 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 Fulton Middle School. Mrs. Huff here on Can't Tame the Mane Day of Homecoming Week, our next edition of What You Readin' up live. So glad that you joined me today. I have a couple new books to share. I want to start out by getting the homecoming spirit going. Just a reminder that tomorrow we have Animal Day. And then on Thursday, we have Dress Up as Your Favorite Missouri Team, and Friday is Black and Gold. So lots of fun happening. We hope that you can join us. Also, exciting week for our sports teams. We have football starting tomorrow night, softball starting tomorrow night, our very first ever Fulton Middle School softball game tomorrow night. And then we have volleyball happening Thursday, cross country I know will be starting soon. Lots of awesome things happening at Fulton Middle School. So hope everybody enjoyed their nice long weekend. I had the chance to get introduced to a couple new books this weekend, and I have one that I want to share with you when we're done today. So first book I have for you that it was shared by actually my own 7th grader. It is called Prisoner B3087, and it's all about set during World War II. He's learned about World War II in one of his classes and got super excited about it, and so he picked up this book and couldn't put it down and recommended it to me. So it's next on my reading list. Next time that I do a What You Readin', I'll make sure and have a special guest as well. One book that I'm actually reading now, and it is called I Will Always Write Back. And this is actually a true story. It's a national bestseller. It's by Caitlin and Martin. I'm not even going to try to say their last names because I will completely butcher them. But it's super cool. The 7th grader, Caitlin, she lives in the Northeast, and Caitlin, her class in 7th grade, their project was to find pen pals. And so she picked the person that was actually in Zimbabwe. And so you can see a picture of them because they learned that they were pen pals. They wrote back and forth, and then they got a chance to meet each other. So it's super cool. There's some real pictures too of them as they began their journey, and then also when they had the chance to meet each other. And so the super, super neat story, very relevant. I always like things that I like to read books that are about our time. And so super neat book. I really highly recommend it. And then I have one book that I'm actually going to read a little bit to you. It's a book that is, it's one that I actually found when I was looking at Barnes & Noble, one of my favorite stores ever. And it's called Exclamation Point. We all have an inner exclamation mark. The question is how to find it again. So, again, exclamation mark. I don't know. I might have called it point. I apologize. It's been kind of a long day here at Fulton Middle School, hasn't it? He stood out from the very beginning. Actually, going to go old school like I used to do in my elementary read alouds, and I'm going to move my camera right here so that you can see the book. If you see my office, I apologize for the mess. He stood out here, and he stood out there. It seemed like the only time he didn't stand out was when he was asleep. He tried everything to be more like them. He's trying there, not quite there. But he just wasn't like everyone else. Period. He was confused, flummoxed, and deflated. He even thought about running away. Then one day, hello, who are you? What grade are you in? What's your favorite color? Do you like frogs? What's your favorite ice cream? When's your birthday? Know any good jokes? Do you want to race to the corner? Is there an echo in here? Is there an echo in here? What's your favorite movie? Do you know what makes gravy or gravity? Why do you look so surprised? Am I boring you? Do you think a snail could go around the world? So, what do you want to do? Who's taller, you or me? What do you want to be when you grow up? Stop! He didn't know he had it in him. How did you do that? Can you do it again? He wasn't so sure, so he started small. Hi. Then that felt right, so he tried something bigger. Howdy. As he pushed himself a bit more, wow! He discovered a world of endless possibilities. Yippee! This is fun. Way to go. Bravo! It was like he broke free from a life sentence. Yes, you're it. Cool. Yum. That's great. Thanks. Wake up. Boo. Look out. Go. Encore. Happy birthday. Congratulations. Home run. He couldn't wait to show everyone. Hey guys, it's me. Look what I can do. Of course, there was much exclaiming. Isn't he something? There was never any question in our minds. So, with his head held high, he went off to make his mark. The end. And again, exclamation mark by Amy Krauss Rosenthal and Tom Lichtenheld. One of my new favorite books. So as you guys know, a lot of times I like to be exclamation mark on days that can be especially boring. You can tell that with my nice Can't Tame the Mane today. And I want you to think a little bit about how that leads to us. Sometimes we don't always know our place in the world. But when you find your gifts and you find what you're good at, it can make a huge difference, just like it did in this book. So I hope everyone enjoyed this edition of What You're Reading. Next week, whenever I do our What You're Reading, I'll make sure and have a special guest. So I can't wait to see you then. Everybody have a great week.